Start your day the joyful way. It's your weekday morning talk show inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes. And now here's your host, the queen of joy herself, Jessica Dugas. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. It is June 15th, 2022. I hope you are doing well this morning. I'm still trying to wake up. I'll be honest with you. My sleep has been off for a little while, and I was sharing with some friends this morning. I said, you know, I go to my neurology group for long COVID, and we always go over check-ins and things like that. And I said, listen, last week I said everything's been off with me, but I also know there's a lot of stress with selling a house and everything else. And so I said, I just, there comes a time when you're just tired. You don't want to fix it anymore. And I have always been the fixer. Like there's a vanilla ice. If there was a problem, I'll solve it. That's what it is. And so I cannot believe I literally just referred to myself as vanilla ice on the air today. But here's the thing. That's how I'm a fixer. I'm a doer. I don't like to just sit by and wait for things to happen. I like to be the catalyst in there making it happen. Catalyst is my word of the year this year, by the way. So I'm a fixer. I'm a doer. But sometimes your girl is tired. we get tired as people. That fixer sort of, mentality is something that, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. But I realized very early on with myself that this isn't something that I necessarily needed to fix, because if you start to try to fix, being a fixer isn't that kind of redundant, boys and girls. And so, but last check-in, I said, I am exhausted. I'm just exhausted, and I don't want to fix it. I don't want to fix it this time. I want to sleep when I'm tired. I want to wake when I'm awake, and I just roll with it. And that meant going to bed when waking up at weird hours, and maybe napping during the day, just following what my body needs in the moment. This week, I'm in a different place. This week, I'm like, I got to fix it. I got to fix it. I'm tired. So I'm exhausted this morning, but I shared with you yesterday that I had news for you guys. I wanted to make sure that we ironed it out. Last night, late, it was official. We accepted the offer on our home that we got due to the open house on Sunday. It has been an interesting road, this whole selling the house thing. But we accepted the offer, and it looks like if the stars align and everything goes as planned, we will be closing on the 11th. So I'm telling you guys these dates because Sharon Saraga Walters, after the show, she's like, you've got to have dates, Jessica. So Sharon, this is for you. We are closing on this for you and me. We are closing on July 11th. We will be on the road first thing Wednesday, July 13th in the morning. And then we will make a 3-day trek, 2-night trek up to Connecticut because I want to see some people. So some of the places we are going through, I'm going to tell you, so that if you're now look, you may not be in these exact cities, but you might be on the road. So listen up. Okay. Project Joy on the road, boys and girls. Okay. Huntsville, Alabama, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Asheville, North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, Richmond, Virginia, Alexandria, Virginia, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Maryland, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and New York, New York. Let me know if you are on the way. You could easily put those locations into the map. Obviously, we're starting here in Florence, Alabama, so you can easily put them into the map and see what's going on. if you're on the road, and let me know if you're on the way, because it's going to be Project Joy on the road. I am going to continue to doing the show that week because I think it'll be fun as hell. I think it'll be a lot of work, but it's going to be fun. Because here's the thing. People are like, take some time off, but this is the deal. I am in a family of 8. These people are not morning people. Okay. I can assure you, we will not be up and ready to be on the road by 8 a.m. I can assure you that will be the case. So I will get up, I will do the show, and then moving on. If we happen to be, I think we are the 2 places we will be staying the night will be Charlotte and then North Carolina, and then going up into Virginia. So those are going to be, I think, Richmond-ish area are going to be the 2 spending the nights. So if you're in those areas and you want to come on the show in the morning, you could come to the hotel and it'll be fun. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do the on the road thing coming up. So I'm excited. So now that I've given you the dates, y'all need to send the good vibes for the smooth clothing. Okay, closing, because I cannot take anymore. Okay. It has been a crazy couple of weeks and I'm tired. I just need it to go smoothly. So Sharon told me when she was on the show the other day, she said, Jessica, you got to give your people the dates and have them send the good vibes for the smooth closing and all of that. So I'm doing that. Okay. And I need the good vibes. So that's what we're going to be doing. Listen, in national days today, very interesting national days today. So let me know if there's anything in particular you're celebrating. And if you'd have nothing to celebrate today, if you say, Jessica, it's just a ho-hum day, I beg to differ, as always. It is National Megalodon Day. See, I bet you didn't even know that. The Megalodon teaches us about the most massive shark that ever lived. Swam the earth oceans for 20 million years and spanned 8. Their mouths spanned 8 to 11 feet wide. That's twice me. Okay. Because you all know that I'm little. So that's 2 of me in their mouths. Unbelievable. So you can learn about that if you're the homeschooling parent like we are here. There's a lesson for you today. Teach your kids about the megalodon. It is also Nature Photography Day. I love that. I really have enjoyed taking pictures of some of the different things that I've seen around and about since we've lived here in Florence, but I am super excited. I am going to be obnoxious when we get back up to Connecticut, because I assure you, for at least the first month, there will be endless photos of my rock at the beach, come the fall, it's going to get obnoxious again with the fall colors. I cannot wait, because nature is something that is really beautiful up in New England. So really excited about that. It is also, in case you didn't know, National Smile Power Day. It shares a powerful expression from the good morning greeting and the first how may I help you. Present yourself with a smile. No matter where you are employed, job seeking, retired, or looking for new horizons, starting the day with a smile is certainly more empowering than a pout or a grump. Starting with a smile first is easier than trying to get there later in the day. So I love that. And we know that smiling, even if we don't feel like smiling, can be very beneficial to us. Just making that attempt to make a smile. Let's check in with who's joining us this morning. We have Anne Marie here today. Good morning, Anne Marie. It's good to see you. She said, this month I am working. My hours are long. I know this is a busy month for you, Anne Marie, but I'm so glad that your health is good and you're out there and you're doing it, and sending you lots of good vibes, and not to melt. You guys, this is why this is the sign that we are moving at the right time. It was almost 100 degrees here and I'm melting. I can't do it. Sharon's here this morning. Speak of the devil. Good morning. It's good to see you. Yes, Connecticut in July is going to be fabulous, because Alabama in July is not. It's not. It's too hot. Too hot for me. Thank you so much, Judith. It's good to see you this morning. You guys, don't forget, Judith's going to be on the show on Friday. Really excited to have her back. As many of you know, she's a Breakthrough Show alumni, so it'll be great to have her back on the show in the network as well on Friday. Listen, Pragito Dove, and I'm going to pray that I've been saying her name correctly, and I'm going to let her correct me when she gets on the air this morning. She is going to be on the show this morning. Really excited. She is a global authority on expressive meditation, and really excited to have her on and talking about her book as well as many other things. She's a new friend to me. So what a better way to start out your morning than to make friends? I don't know. So we're going to take a quick break, you guys, and we're going to be right back with her after the break. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing. Healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and today is Wednesday, June 15th, 2022. I am really excited to continue our summer reading series with you this morning. We've had some incredible guests, some amazing books. If you don't have at least one book to read so far, let me know, please, because I'm going to help you out. But our guest this morning is a global authority on expressive meditation. I'm really excited to learn about what that is. She's a hypnotherapist. She's a coach. She's a speaker. Again, with the multi-passionate people, is there anything she doesn't do? We're going to find out. And we're going to let her correct me if I've gotten her name wrong as well. So without further ado, please welcome Pragito Dove to the show. Good morning.
Good morning, Jessica. How are you today?
I'm good. How bad did I say your name?
No, you did it perfectly. Thank you so much, because a lot of people really mess it up, but you didn't.
It's a miracle, truly.
Well, you did it right. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I'm so excited to have you here today. And it's very rare that we have somebody on the show that I haven't actually talked to before. So I have a plethora of questions for you this morning, but I'd love for you to start out by sharing with everybody, number one, what's bringing you joy today? And number two, tell us a little bit about where you're joining us from and how you got into this world of meditation.
Okay, what's bringing me joy today? Well, it's 5:15 in the morning for me. So, and to do this show with you is bringing me great joy. So, yeah, what a great way for me to start the day.
Yes. And I have to say thank you, because anytime that we have somebody come on from the West Coast, I have to give credit where credit is due. That's early. So thank you.
Okay. Yes, I'm in Tucson, Arizona. And what did you ask me? How did I get into all the meditation and so on?
Yes.
Well, I had a challenging childhood, and I promised myself when I was a little girl and when I grew up, that because I wanted to be happy, I wanted to be full of joy. And But I had to wait and go through what I went through in the childhood. But what happened was I decided to shut down my heart and live in my head because I didn't want to be hurt anymore. So I had a lot of pain inside, a lot of anger and fear. And when I grew up, yeah, I got married, and when my son was born, that was a huge aha moment for me because I realized I didn't want to pass on all this anger, fear, and pain to him.
Mm.
So I started looking around where I could find someone to study with and to heal, to help me heal. And I found an enlightened master called Osho, who was in Pune in India. So I thought, okay, by this time my marriage was falling apart. So
Mm.
I took my baby son to India,
Wow.
which is rather dramatic, but that's just how it was. And well, it was a good idea. It worked because in India, I studied with Osho a wide range of meditation techniques. So people tend to think the meditation is just sitting like this in silence, and that
Right.
is one technique. But there are so many more because there's so many different meditation traditions.
Mm.
And I studied a wide range of them. But my favorites were the expressive meditation techniques, the most popular one being the laughter meditation.
Mm.
But there's also a crying meditation, dancing, humming, a dynamic, a gibberish. And the point of them in the first stage is to unleash whatever needs expression from us, whatever was shut down. So that was perfect for me because actually most people shut their emotions down because they, especially the difficult ones, because they don't know how to deal with them.
Right.
I didn't. And so I started doing all these expressive meditation techniques with most spectacular results. I got my laughter and joy back because the laughter and joy was still there. Everybody is born, as you know, as we just have to look at babies. Everybody's born full of love and joy and giggles and chuckles. And I just had to I shut it down because I shut
Right.
everything down. So I refound it. I unleashed it. And I
Mm.
also was able to heal most of my pain and express out my anger. And I found inner peace,
Yeah.
which was the most important thing I found there. Well, also, I found myself, my real authentic self, which had been shut down, and
Mm.
my creativity and my passion to be a teacher. And so it was a very dramatic trip,
Yeah.
yes, but it was certainly worth it.
That's amazing. It's amazing to me. I can really, so I have 6 children. I'm glad you're sitting down for that. And so, but I can definitely relate to how, your priorities, your mindset, everything shifts when you become a parent, at
Yeah.
least for a majority of us. But to then go, well, I'm just going to take the baby and I'm going to go to India and just change everything. It's so courageous of you to do that and just know and follow intuitively what you knew you needed. Was that when you went to look for something for yourself? How did you become sort of open to learning something new, or to that more, maybe a more holistic, or how some people say a more woo woo way of thinking? Did you grow up like that? What was your mindset like around that time?
Well, I think I'd always had a strong spirit because,
Mm.
like I said, when I was a small child, I wanted to be happy. And I knew that what was being shown me by my parents and the
Mm.
culture I was growing up in, I knew this couldn't be it. This couldn't be why I'm here, to live in such an unhappy way.
Mm.
So I had that inner belief or intuitive feel, if you like, already. But then when it came to going to India, I'd been searching around, and I couldn't do meditation. I couldn't just sit there like that all quiet because I had so much in emotional turmoil. I had a recurring back pain. I was smoking about 30 cigarettes a day to try and
Wow.
deal with everything. And yeah, I wasn't finding the answer, but it was when I heard about these expressive techniques that was really the key for me. I
Mhm.
thought, oh, I think I could do those.
Yeah.
And at the time, the only thing I could find was to go there. And in a way, I felt like I had my back against the wall. I had to do something,
Right.
and let's try it. I mean, if it didn't work, I just turn around and come back,
Yeah.
but it did work. Yeah.
Yeah. It's incredible to me though. You said something that really hit me hard because as a mom, especially when I was coming into the spiritual and personal development worlds, that the idea of sitting quietly. Oh, you think I have 5 minutes of peace
Right.
around here? And so, but one of the interesting things is that there's a lot of pushback from people when it comes to meditation that I've heard about, well, I can't just sit quietly or I can't just quiet my mind. It's too hard for me. And the suggestions that I typically hear are either to shorten the amount of time or you're just not prioritizing it. I have never heard from someone, maybe you're just not meditating in a way that you need because maybe you have stuff going on inside.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to sit in silence when you have a lot of emotional turmoil and the mind is going like crazy. And where I start with, first of all, understand what meditation is and what it is not.
Hmm.
Because meditation is very simple. It is being in the present moment.
Mm.
Awareness. Awareness. That's what it is. It is not a technique. So the sitting in silence, that's a technique. Now, we need the techniques to help us, and some people can just sit in silence. I wasn't one of them, but some people can do that. So the techniques are like a bridge to help remind us, to help us to sit in silence. So what I learned was there's a whole range, there's hundreds of different types of meditation techniques. And I'll talk about the laughter meditation because it's the most fun. It's very powerful. I mean, it really works. And it can really help you to get deeper into meditation
Mm.
and help you find your inner peace and calm. Yes, through laughter.
Mm. The laughter is a workout. I will tell you that one of our hosts on the network, Karen Timer, hosts laughter yoga once a week, and she does part of that a little 1 minute, laughter meditation, so to speak, and it's a workout. So I can see how even just allowing yourself to express and exert that energy now puts us in a better place to maybe start to quiet our mind a little bit more, right?
Well, it does, because the thing with laughter is you cannot be worried and laughing at the same time.
Mm.
And so laughter helps to erase worry and anxiety so that you can be more in the present.
Yeah.
And the thing I love about it as well so much is it unleashes our innate joy, because we're all born full of joy. The
Mm.
joy's already there. We were born with it. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's just
Right.
got buried underneath all kinds of stress and worry and anxiety. But once you start doing the laughter, it's only an effort in the beginning. It's only an effort because you're not used to it. But it's like anything, as soon as you start exercising your laughter
Yeah.
muscles, then it comes more and more easily.
Mm.
And then it's not no effort at all. And it has very, very powerful benefits. So it's hugely worth it to give it a try.
Right.
Because, first of all, for the physical body, it releases tensions from the body, which helps us with our health.
Mm.
And then it helps with the mind, as I mentioned, because it helps the mind to just be free of worry and anxiety. And it helps heal the heart because laughter is a dimension of love.
Mm.
And so it helps all our relationships. And it helps us to connect with our soul, our spirit, which can get very easily forgotten in this busy world we live in.
Right.
Because the way I don't teach laughter yoga, I teach laughter meditation,
Right.
which is very slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
The first stage, we just laugh for no reason. The second stage, we sit in silence.
Mm.
And it's extraordinary. I've been doing this for 25 years. I can have people who are brand new and think they can't laugh and all that kind of thing, or think they can't sit in silence. But within just a very short time, we can just do a few minutes of laughter and then a few minutes of silence. And they drop down very quickly to their inner silence and inner peace. And it's amazing.
It's magic. It's
Yeah,
magic,
it really
truly.
does. It does work.
Yeah, for sure. I want to say good morning to Mandy joining us today. Also, Caroline, thank you so much for being here this morning. Anne Marie said, I'm one of those people whose mind constantly goes until I burn out and then I fall asleep. And so do you think that if we're those people that our mind's constantly running, that we need something like expressive meditation?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the mind's just, it's become the master. And the mind is not naturally our master. Our master naturally is the heart.
Mm.
And the mind actually knows that. So as soon as you start to assert yourself as the master by doing something like the laughter meditation, for example, and another expressive technique that's very, very good for dumping out all this excess verbalization in the mind is the gibberish meditation.
Mm.
Now, this is a ancient meditation created by the Sufi mystic Jabbar from the Sufi tradition of meditation. And you do a lot of gibberish first in the first stage and just dump out all that mental overload, and then you sit in silence. And again, like the laughter, it's absolutely amazing.
Wow.
Because first stage, we make a lot of noise and just behave like a lot of crazy people. And the second stage, you sit in silence. And it's really it's mind-blowing.
It sounds amazing. And I, of course, am down for anything that's going to make my children look at me like I'm any more crazy than I already am. So I love it.
Children love it, by the way. Children love the laughter meditation and the gibberish meditation.
Yeah.
My son loved them growing up.
I think as I was sharing earlier, we've been selling our home. And so a lot of stress going around the house right now. And so I think maybe I'll give it a try a little bit later. We'll do it with the kids and have some fun.
They will help you.
Yes. Yes. Sharon said, thank you for your story. So inspiring. And I love the idea of laughter meditation. So enjoying that. How your book is called Lunchtime Enlightenment. And I have to tell you, I was so just thankful for the title, because I think sometimes look at Vanna White over here, everybody. And the title I love, because I think sometimes as humans, we love to complicate things and that think that this enlightenment idea is out of reach, takes more time than we have, takes more focus than we have, but it really can be as simple as what you were talking about before, of just laughing. And it doesn't have to be so complicated. So the title Lunchtime Enlightenment implies to me that on my lunch, I can be enlightened. But how did the book come to be?
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's a great story. So I was invited to do some meditation at a bookstore in the financial district of San Francisco. And I said yes, but I was very skeptical because I thought, okay, who's going to come to this, financial district of San Francisco? But anyway, I showed up and there was about 35, 40 business people there, mostly women in their business suits, but there were some men. And I took everybody through a guided meditation, relaxation. And the bookstore owner was there. And she said to me at the end, Pragito, that was amazing. I had a pain in around my neck here when we started, and now it's gone.
Mhm.
So she invited me back to do a series, and she said, I want to call it Lunchtime Enlightenment because you're helping everybody become more relaxed and calm and at ease at lunchtime. And the series went on for over 2 years. And then news of the series got to the publishing house, big publishing houses in New York. And I got a phone call from one of the senior editors at Ballantine Books. And she said to me, Pragito, I've heard about your series, Lunchtime Enlightenment. Are you going to write a book? So I said, yes, of course, And so that's how the book, Lunchtime Enlightenment, was born. And I got a 6-figure advance.
Wow.
Which was amazing. So this is like a miracle story that I love to share, because look, when you follow your passion, my passion is meditation. You just never know what can happen. I mean, I was utterly surprised. I almost had said no and not go to that presentation, the first one, because I didn't think anybody would be interested, and how wrong I was. And, and on top of that, making lots of money out of it too. So you just never know how the universe is going to support you when you follow your passion, when you follow what has meaning and purpose for you, even if it seems kind of crazy and impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is one of the reasons, everyone, that I love storytelling so much, because I could sit here every weekday morning and say, follow your passion, meditate, follow your dreams, do what you're led to do, follow your intuition. And it doesn't mean much of anything as just words. But when you hear someone come in and say, look, I was just doing what I loved, which was meditation, and here you go, here's a 6-figure book deal. It's wonderful to hear that, because I think so many people, it has been a challenging couple of years for humanity.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people are feeling that, especially right now. Prices of everything are going through the roof. There's a lot of stress that people are experiencing, and it can be challenging in those moments to allow yourself to still follow that passion, and and know that something amazing like this is going to come out of it. Had you, prior to this deal and everything, had you thought of yourself as an author, or were you grateful that someone had pointed out, like, hey, you should do this?
I never occurred to me to write a book. Be like, what, me write a book? Who would read it, sort of thing. So no, I mean, the idea came when I got that phone call. I mean, you get a phone call from the senior editor at Ballantine Books in New York who says, are you going to write a book? You're not going to say no.
No, I'll pass. Thank you.
Right. So then I had to get to, and it was easy for me to get an agent because of that phone call. And actually it ended up, there was a bidding war over the book.
Wow.
Because the other top publishing houses heard about it and wanted it. That's why the price went up so high. And in the end, actually, I sold it to Penguin, not Ballantine Books, but anyway.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, hey, that's a good place to be in, to get to then choose which direction you want to go.
Yeah. Wow. But I love to tell a story because I love to encourage people to believe in miracles, to believe that, anything can happen at any moment. You don't have to have a master's degree or a PhD to have miracles happen. They happen every day. So you have to hold the faith and trust and believe that miracles can happen for you too. Might not be like it, because it wouldn't be like my story. You'll have your own story, but everything is possible. Nothing is impossible in this life.
I love it. I would love for you guys, if you're on live or even if my replay queens later on, I would love for you to go over to the comments and type miracles can happen. Miracles can happen. I would love for you to type that in the comments. And let us know also if you have any questions for Pragito this morning. So take us through the actual book, what is in the book and how is it sort of laid out for everyone?
So what I did was I laid out 9 main principles of what meditation is about. So the first one is relaxation, because meditation is based on relaxation. And with relaxation, you start with the body. So that I explain, and I have several expressive meditations in there which help release tension from the body. Always start with keeping your body relaxed. The second principle is laughter, of course, that had to come second. And I list all the very profound benefits of laughter and give the laughter meditation and some other ideas. And I heard you talking about this earlier, Jessica, is to smile. Just smile anyway, even if you don't like smiling, because all kinds of things happen energetically. And what you're doing is you're activating the positive law of attraction, because law of attraction matches your energy. So if you're putting out smiles and positivity and love and joy, that's what you get back. If you're putting out fear and anger, that's what you get back. And this is how we create our lives. We create our lives with each moment, with the energy we're in. That's why I encourage everybody, laugh every day. Smile every day. Even if you don't feel like it, smile anyway. Yeah. Then I have a chapter on witnessing the mind, which is, in my opinion, the most powerful technique for learning to disidentify from the mind and find your inner peace. So you're not caught up in the mind. The mind's still going, but you're not at the effect of it. Very powerful technique. I explain all about that in there. Then I have a chapter on trust, because trust lives in the heart, and you have to trust yourself mostly.
Yeah.
Even if you've been betrayed by other people, which I have, ultimately you must trust yourself that you chose that person for a reason and it didn't work out, but what you learned a lot from it and you move on. But you must never not trust yourself.
Yeah.
Then a chapter on love, of course, because meditation and love are two sides of the same coin. The path of meditation will lead you to love. The path of love will lead you to meditation. I said meditation is being fully present, so is love. Love, you're in the present moment when you love people. Yes, it's an experience. So love is meditation. Meditation has many, many forms. And I would suggest that most of your listeners, most people are already doing meditation. They're just not aware of it, because all of us spend quite a bit of time in the present moment, as you are right now talking to me. Right. You're in the present moment. That is meditation. That is talking to your guest meditation.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it takes an incredible amount of focus sometimes, because I am the most squirreled person on the planet, let me assure you. So, but yeah, I can see that.
Kids can help you with that, because kids, the younger they are, they're always in the present.
Right.
Full of joy and laughter. Well, when they're not screaming, or they also do that. But that's, that's part of being a human being. Yeah. So I also have a chapter on compassion in the book. Compassion being the highest form of love. And it's got probably over about 150 different meditation techniques, from a 30-second technique to 1 hour techniques.
That's incredible. I mean, there's no excuse. I feel like it's really truly, because there is as I mentioned, there's been a lot of feedback or pushback from people that I've met throughout the years of any excuse you can think of to not attempt meditation at all. How important would you say it is to make meditation a practice, however meditation looks like to you? Because it's similar to affirmations and some of the other personal and spiritual development tools that we use. Some people think, oh, I said an affirmation one time and it didn't work.
Right.
I meditated for 30 seconds and it didn't work. So how important is it as a practice?
It's supremely important. It transforms your whole life. It's just adding this awareness in. So if you don't hear me say anything else today in this interview, hear this. It's when you are in the present moment. Take a walk in nature. That's an easy way. Because nature is always in the present moment. So nature helps us to remember to be in the present moment. Your soul knows all this. Your soul knows everything I'm saying. It's just that the mind and all the clutter in the mind has got in to interfere and tell you can't do these things, but you already are it. You already are presence. You already are joy. You already are love. You already are kindness. That's for all of us, that's our essential nature. So that's all the good news. It's already there. All you have to do is reconnect with it. And you can do that in any moment of any day, doing the dishes, cooking the dinner. Just be present. Be present with your children, which is usually pretty easy. Should be, I hope.
Yeah.
Just be present with whatever you are doing, taking out the trash. Be present with it. And this is how every day, consistently, you bring that quality into your life. And this is how you transform your whole life into joy. And because the joy is always there, so you can always be in joy. You've always got that option to be in joy.
Well, through this conversation, I can tell you after looking over your one sheet, you're missing on the bottom. You should bring tissues to the interview because I'm over here getting very emotional about all, because it's so simple. It's so simple. And every time I get into these kind of conversations, I remind myself, why do you complicate things, Jessica? Why do you do that? And so it's
the mind.
Yeah.
It's the mind that complicates it.
Yeah.
But it isn't. It's very simple, as you say. So stay with the body, stay with the heart, and stay with your soul.
Yeah. Anne Marie said, anytime I get stuck or feel horrible, I just want to go into the woods and just be.
Perfect. Perfect. Yep. There you go. There's a perfect solution.
Yeah. Yeah. I love getting outside. And then we were sharing it's nature photograph day or nature picture day. Yes, I agree. And I'm with you on the beach and have the ocean wash it all away.
Exactly. Or if you're not near a beach, have a shower, because water is very healing. Let the water wash over you and it will always make you feel better.
I found that too with the shower to be shower, it like can accentuate anything. Like I've meditated in the shower. I'm a Reiki master. I've done Reiki in the shower, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just that water amplifies everything, right?
Yeah. And it's healing. Water is healing.
Yes.
Heals our stress, heals the mind, heals the heart, heals the body.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, so would you like to stay for our closing remarks, Pragito, or would you like to go have your, awesome.
I'm happy to stay.
All right, you guys, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to visit our friends at the Way Scholarship Foundation, and we're going to hear we're playing 3 different Italian versions of the For Love poem this morning in honor of our Italian guest on the Breakthrough Show on Friday. So we're going to listen to Alessandro in Italian as well. We'll be right back after this.
Imagine a world where every child gets a great education. Educating all children is the only way to end poverty. This is what the Weiss Scholarship Foundation is working to accomplish. Our 6 staff members, our mentors and coordinators, who are on the ground in Kenya, are totally engaged in every aspect of our students' lives, so we can give them every opportunity for success. In just a few short years, we have already awarded 141 scholarships. We send children to high school who would have never gone without our support. And then we help them go on to either university or vocational school. We have already scaled our holistic business model to 4 locations and are ready to scale it to many more. Today it's Kenya, but tomorrow it's more countries. Please contribute what you can today. You can make a one-time donation, a recurring donation, or choose to sponsor a child all on your own for all 4 years of high school for just $3,500. Go to our website, www.weissscholarshipfoundation.org.
Crederò ancora nell'amore, anche quando ho il cuore greve e l'anima frantumata. Crederò ancora nell'amore, perché il mondo è dilaniato, non solo il mio piccolo paese, dove vivo quasi al sicuro, dove vivo piuttosto bene, ma l'intero mondo ogni giorno. Crederò ancora nell'amore, perché abbiamo bisogno di più luce, non di altri morti, non di più potere, non di nuove bombe. Crederò ancora nell'amore, così che i bambini crescano al sicuro, così che i nostri amici trovino rifugio, così che le frontiere si aprono. Crederò ancora nell'amore, anche quando ho il cuore greve e l'anima frantumata.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. We Shall Stand for Love. That was a beautiful version of the poem read by Alessandro this morning, For Love by Dorothy Auger. Really, really love that poem and appreciate that. We've had such a good turnout at our poetry reading in the mornings. It's just been a great time. It's been a great time. So Pragito, I'm so emotional over here with you joining us this morning. Your energy is just beautiful. And I appreciate so much everything that you've had to share about meditation. And I feel like you've really, smashed a lot of beliefs for people this morning that they might have had about meditation. Do you get that often? Do you have people say to you, I didn't believe that before we talked?
Yeah, I do get that a lot, and I'm thrilled about it, because I just really want everyone to know it's easier than you think. You just have to understand more about what it is and what it isn't, and try out some of these techniques. So go to the woods, take a shower.
Yes.
Just be present in your life.
Yeah. It can be as simple as that if we allow it to be. Absolutely. Angelique is joining us this morning. Good morning, Angelique. Let us know how the move is going. They are mid-move as well. So lots of transitioning and moving. We need the meditation right now.
Yes,
I can tell you that.
do.
I would love for everybody to visit you on your website, which is discovermeditation.com. By the way, on an entrepreneur note, that's a fabulous URL to have acquired. What a beautiful name for that. Not always easy to get URLs that just point to exactly what it is. So what can people find at discovermeditation.com?
Well, if you go to discovermeditation.com/contact, you will be able to get my free gift, which is there for everybody, which is 3 5-minute videos about how to attract more abundance into your life. So go there, discovermeditation.com/contact, and get your free gift and get started.
There you go. There it is. I love that. We appreciate that. I think some people may not know how to get started, and this is a nice little taste, but we also want to make sure that people pick up your book, Lunchtime Enlightenment, and they can get that on the site as well.
I suggest Amazon for the book.
Very good.
Yeah, because, they get it to you the next day.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we appreciate you so much. And one of the things that we love to do at the end of the show is we love to celebrate people. We love to celebrate birthdays. Do you know anybody that has a birthday today?
Ooh, I don't. No.
No birthdays today. Well, luckily for you, we have birthdays we can share with you today as well. Listen, in the celebrity world, Ice Cube's birthday is today. Actress Courtney Cox, Neil Patrick Harris, which, by the way, I will always remember as Doogie Howser. I had a good laugh watching content creator Emily D. Baker, attorney on YouTube, and when they had a guest during the Depp Heard trial that was a child prodigy, she referred to Doogie Howser and lost half the audience. They didn't know what she was talking about, but I remember Doogie Howser. So happy birthday, Neil Patrick Harris. Also, actresses Leah Remini and Helen Hunt have birthdays today, and Waylon Jennings, country singer who passed in 2002, had a birthday, and apparently he narrated the original Dukes of Hazzard, which I had no idea. This is an educational show because I had no clue before today. Also, the celebrities in my life, Breakthrough Show alumni Lorraine Panettiere has a birthday today. Happy birthday, my friend. It is always good to see a fellow friend and a Breakthrough alumni have a birthday as well. So without further ado, we're going to sing our birthday song. Are you ready, Pragito?
I am.
All right. Drum roll, please. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ice Cube, Courtney Cox, Neil Patrick Harris, Leah Remini, Helen Hunt, Waylon Jennings, and Lorraine Panettiere. Happy birthday to you. Yes, the crowd goes wild. Happy birthday, everybody. Pragito, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It was a pleasure.
It was my great pleasure to meet you, Jessica. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And thank all of you for watching or listening wherever you are in the world today. Oh, it's Donnell, not Angelique this morning. Did you put Angelique in a box, Donnell? I hope you didn't pack her up, sir. But I hope your move is going well. Thank you all for being here this morning. I really appreciate you commenting, and all of you on the replay, I appreciate you as well. Tonight, 6 p.m. Central Time, we have an all-new episode we have the replay episode of their conversation on deceit from Divine DNA. So make sure you check that out, 6 p.m. Central Time. Anne Marie just signed up for the meditations, and she's going to go watch them after this. So we love that. Thank you. Thank you. And we will be back tomorrow for more of our summer reading series. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
You've been tuned in to Project Joy Live with Jessica Dugas, your weekday morning talk show, inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes only on the Breakthrough Show Network. Binge all past episodes of Project Joy at projectjoypodcast.com. Until next time, help us spread the joy by sharing this episode, and we'll see you soon.